So basically, the people of Iran, before the Islamic Republic, had a king. His name was Shah, you know? And other governments, like, for example, UK, because of the influence of religion, especially Islam, on Iranians, because most of the people were living in the villages, and they were under the influence of Islam. So that's why they protest and they bring this person who his name is Khomeini, right? To create an Islamic true, I don't know, pure whatever that they call, and they fucked up because this guy didn't know anything about the politics, didn't know anything about anything basically, if you watch his interviews. And it's been 50 years that we're ruling us, and they created some kind of
There's the internet in Iran.
But continue, miss.
Yo, Nella, try to reconnect. Try to exit
Yeah,
the
yeah,
PC and connect
Yeah,
again.
quit and join back.
Yeah, we've been dealing with this terrorist regime for 50 years. We're trying our best. They just execute. They don't let women sing. They just force us to wear hijab. They arrest us.
Well,
And they rape girls. We had a protest because of they were raping girls and arresting them for not covering their hair. And a girl died because of raping in the ambulance. They just have this, I don't know, have this woman they follow you in the street. You have to run because you're not covering your hair. You're not wearing bikini or something like that. You're just wearing like t-shirt, okay? T-shirt and pants, like something regular. And then they follow you, they catch you, they rape you, they I don't know, do some cruel shit to you, and then you have to clean, I don't know, bath to cover the room of the whole your hair, rhine or something. And then they will release you after all. Some courses, and it was about Islam and how to behave. So one day there is this prince called who is his ancestors were running Iran, and they did a lot of good things for Iran. Like we had a flight from Tehran to New York. Iran was making progress even more than the China is doing now. Like we were on top, and we were a popular destination back then, like 50 years ago. And he's the son of that king that people actually protest against him. So we're trying to get him back so he can be the leader of Iran again. And so he said, if you are following me, if you want me back, then go to the streets, just call my name, protest against this terrorist regime. So we went to the streets. We were millions of people. It was a boulevard. Okay, it's a huge boulevard in my city. I don't know, like 4 or 8 lines of cars they're passing. It was full of people. It's like the person next to me was like 5 inches of, like, I don't know, 5 centimeters apart me. Like this close, this amount of people. Like if you would jump, you couldn't see the end or the front of the population. Like this amount of people. We were walking and shouting his name, and the military forces couldn't do anything, right, to stop us. And people were going wild. Like they were destroying everything, like the traffic signs and I don't know, the metro station. They were destroying everything. They would throw bombs at the bank. I don't know. It was like a war that night. And
when was this?
so military forces couldn't stop us. We want to overthrow this Islamic. They ordered to
It's
shoot
she's talking
the
about
people.
December and January, end of December and January.
Yeah, the protest before. Yeah, so like I went home early because I scared, so I might be dead that night. And it was so scary. They shut down the power. It was so dark. And the military forces were throwing us tear gas. It was terrible. Like you were crying and your eyes and your face is burning, and it's a totally shitty situation, right? So I went home, but what I heard from my friends, like one of my friends lost her hand because they shot her hand, and now she doesn't have fingers.
Holy
One
shit.
other of my friends,
Have you
she
lost any
lost her
family
leg
members?
because they shot her leg. Okay.
Have you
No,
lost
no.
any family members?
Thanks to God, we returned home early. No, no, no. I didn't, but like for example, we have a neighbor who lost his son, and we went to his funeral. You know, and they started shooting people. So that in 2 days they killed 50,000 people on the streets, and they were just protesters. They were all young protesters. Some of them were kids. You know, a lot of people got blind because they shoot them in the eye. A lot of people get
Yeah, I hear this
arrested
all the time, right? I'm in
like
Iranian
that, and now
server.
tonight, and they didn't do anything.
Yeah, we need to
I'm in
pray for
Iranian
Iran.
servers. I hear this all the time, but Americans they usually don't hear this from Iran.
We don't hear this stuff. First off, like we don't hear this stuff because like we're being
Yeah.
propagandized. We're being propagandized. We don't hear this stuff.
Yeah, I
wish
know
we
that.
heard about this. Like they
Oh.
present something stupid to us. Like Donald Trump, all this stupid stuff. Like we're being propagandized. We're guaranteed. We don't hear this stuff.
And by whom? You're being propagandized by whom?
Yeah, it's already
Muslims,
propagandized.
What is this guy saying? It doesn't even make sense. He's saying he's being propagandized by Muslims in the United States?
No. I'm saying that we've been propagandized by the USA. I'm saying like
He's
This
saying
is
that
This is US propaganda, dude. This is US propaganda.
no, the US. No, what he's saying is the U.S. propaganda just shows the politics of the thing, of the story, and doesn't talk about the
Sorry, I got
suffering
this.
of the people of Iran.